Hello and welcome to Mobile Adventures, where at some point mobile adventuring will happen, but we gotta get this place ready for it. Anyway, this is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noise to make certain maneuvers happen. Otherwise, it's held at a wide stance to prevent that, but it comes at the cost of precision, such as walking into trees, buildings, and pits of death. Now, to keep some of the villagers from switching, I have actually made trades with a few of them. And especially more so the farmers, except for one. But anyway, you see we got emeralds, and we got a book. Like I said, currently it's a little expensive, but when this village is up and running, his price for level 1 mending is not going to be all that much. So let's make it official. 24 plus that. Bang. You are now forever known as the man with the mending. And what perfect thing to use that on? Let me just look at other things while we're at it. We did mine off camera more diamonds to recondition to a degree my armor. But I'm just going to do that, so halfway decent sword here. May not be the best, but it's good enough for me. Plus, I also want to work on getting the diamond pickaxe better. As you see here, finally put the wall in over here. Made this more decorative. At some point we are going to deal with the undersides. Still haven't gone here yet. So right now I'm going to impalement, feather falling, which actually isn't a bad thing, projectile protection, smite, and silk touch will eventually be a thing, I'm sure. So that being said, sword, book, make happen. Also, unbreaking and efficiency, nice, but I want better. We also have a block up here. Break. And we start with the ignoring. Oh. Well, let's see what 22 gives us. We're not going to... Efficiency, we don't care. Okay, this time we do want the... .24, we're close, but not quite there. Sometimes 24, that's close, but not quite there. How about we reduce a little? Why are we not reducing? Now it's probably going to be too much. Efficiency. Yeah, use the shovel, why the heck not? Speed things up here a little bit. Maybe I should not have de-enchanted. Well, anyway, that's for emergency use, more or less. And this, put away. So, we're primarily going to be building houses here. So, over here, make more of those. Then, we don't have any, we don't have any, I want to redo this mine, but as you can see, I haven't. I'm just going to grab enough to do a little bit of work. Also, I am going to need this for foundation material, so there's also another place where we're going to be building. There's another place where we can... Oh yeah, I covered up this hole because I've nearly walked into it I don't know how many times. And we're going to go in. We may need this, and we got more of this stuff. I'll worry about filling other things a little later. I'm going to show you what I've done over there, and then we're going to head over there, because if we want to do some mobile adventures, the adventure side of things is on that side of the fence. So alrighty, I'll show you what we did, and we'll come over here because, alright, this is going to be Book Street, as I call it, the path that runs that way. As you can see, there's houses running this way. This is Butcher Boulevard. This I'm not going to run any longer than, it's just going to be straight. It'll end over there. There might be a house at the very end. You can see got quite a few places laid out because we got quite a few animals that we can butcher in the barn. But that's not where we're working today. And I also think do we have room? No, of course not. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, we do. We need to go get ourselves some lightning rods, because we will need those to build houses. Been working on some of the structure that goes over. Actually, the chest is right here. We want where are the lightning rods at? Oh, there they are. And why are we not making? I don't think we'll need more than that. What we'll do is we'll temporarily throw the sticks. Grab this so we can put it back. And grab our sticks again. Oh, and also, may have noticed, also made this a little more finished. Again, the undersides will take care of at some point. And also, to kind of break things up, probably next episode is work on the pool part. And as you can see, we got doors. Yeah, we'll leave it open. As you can see, outside of where the structural support is, the walls have been done, because we haven't done this yet. And there you go. And we haven't done anything with outside over there either. So that's what this looks like now. The floor is still the same. And this will be map road over here. I just find it funny. I guess, I don't know if it's a bug and it was fixed, as I think it was, because in Java, villagers can climb a half slab and go in, because one of the future mappers decided to get in the subway, run down into some of the horse stalls, then came back. So this is where we are at. As you can see, we got lightning rods protecting these two. But not quite protecting over here. So there's going to be another one over here. We were building a house over here. In fact, let's grab one of these lightning rods. I know it's a bit of an excessive overlap, but place. We'll put it over there on that side. So we were in the middle of building a house when we had to call it good. And we got our extra construction and oven and crafting table thing there. Alright, so I'm thinking for all of the butchers, they're gonna have cobblestone chimneys or maybe some brick ones. How about moving the player? Now has Windows 10 controls. Alright, so that's all I have. Of course, there's plenty more oak where we are, so and then over there we'll just steal one of their beds. And not 100% sure what that street is going to have on it. So I think the future, the butchers we have, maybe the masons will go there. I don't know. I gotta figure out what is best for what I want. Alright, we need dirt now. On the forward side of that, which kind of helps a little bit. I know we don't really need torches on this side because this is lit, and we definitely don't need them here because we're much closer to this side. But these sides I do put them on so that this is lit better. And of course the front of the house you want lit so it looks nice. So we have oak and the really pale stuff. So for a little variety, we'll go with birch this time. Not where I wanted that. I'm not going to waste my axe knocking this down. So the whole intent of putting one villager to a house and having relatively large lots is to help keep the game running somewhat manageably smooth. Yeah, let's go with 3 in the back. Or maybe not. Alright, we need this here. Pressing X. A little weird, but that's fine. We want some of these houses to have a little bit of character. Not be 100% exactly identical to each other, although they're very close. One of these, put that there. Alright, the nitwit is going to be helpful. That will be reproducing for the immediate area over here. At some point we'll move the nitwit down further. Some of the houses are fancy for no real reason. They just are. We need cartography tables, and we need to be moving the player. How about aiming a little lower on the block? That might help. So we're going to need to chop these up a little bit. Alright, we're getting pretty close there. Do we have any more cartography tables? No, we don't. But that's okay. Got more doors and some more slabby things. We do not have anything else in there. I am not going to put the stuff that I already have in there to make new. Alright, let's get rid of this. Beautiful. But one thing I don't have are, or do I? Yeah, I do. I do have the slabs to finish off the top of the roof. And we missed a section, but press. Love how I press down and nothing happens. Now I don't want to, I make the mistake of putting steps on the top one, but it's not what we want to do, because then we can't make the correct roof style. That is not correct. Although maybe it might be, I don't know. Pressing. And then we finally finish off the top here. Now the problem we may have here is they may not reproduce because they don't have food in their inventory slots, which is kind of important. No. Alright, there we go. We got the main part done. And we didn't put one here. Grab this piece here. Actually, we're not quite ready for beds yet. Yeah, good enough. Okay, we do have sugar cane over here, which I'm not going to go and completely destroy. And we got some over here. So what Map Road is going to do, as you can see it already, we're jumping, it's going to continue that way. And I've already built the structure to support it. There'll obviously be a fence here, so villagers and dumb players that make halfway decent builds don't fall in it. And for those of you wondering, those are horse stables. I'm not going to waste golden apples making horses. The plan there is to simply just to walk over and try to make the horses spawn as they come in and out of it. Because the horses that are in there, including the one that's in the subway tunnels, generated up there. Actually, the one I actually kept for this horse subway was down here. Alright. Got 10. That's not going to work for us. I know bundles will take care of it, but I wish that I could break that and inventory won't go flying everywhere. We'll make one cartography table. I'll take the one bed. But before we do that, we need to finish this up. So the question is, did a mistake actually turn out to be a good thing? I think it might have been. Yeah, it actually worked out. Wrongly placed, but it helped finish this off. And I'm not sure that this is going to be the best. Okay, yep. Inventory, pressing the button, probably should react to that. Place. There will be no taker at the moment. And I'll put it here. Actually, I don't know if I want to really do that. Might be just easier to dig this down and put a retaining wall in. So we gotta make these, we gotta make this all, you know, it's not the most fun thing on the planet, but this has gotta happen. Now we got this. Yep, we're going to. The game is so not cooperative at times. Alright, so what we need to do now is, we did not grab, we don't have too many of those. Put the paper away. We may need to visit the farm. Oh, no, we don't. A baby was made. Unfortunately for baby, it's a little too late right now. Carry a blunt object. Okay, this guy does not want to. What we gotta do is also open this. Again, we'll carry a blunt object in just in case we unfortunately were to hit the villager. We won't do as much damage. Good. Yep. That is not the correct answer, kid. That is not the correct answer. They're so rambunctious when there's so little. that way. Now the only problem is I kind of trapped myself, but fence, we can fix that. Actually, let's let the cat in. All right. You know where your home is. Of course, your pathfinding skills are crap, but have we? I don't think we've done pale oak columns yet. They were trying to make it look a little varied. Do we have to force you? I don't care why I did it this way. Alright, so and this. It makes more sense. Kids refusing to leave. We might have to get the, let's just get this far. I mean, it knows it exists because a baby was born. So that's going to be an entirely different street. So, torch here. I'm putting these ever so slightly more away from the gate area now. Maybe that's a little too far away. I mean, some of the convention has not yet been fully determined. Place. We may have to get the rails out. This kid's refusing. This kid is refusing to go to his bed. Pressing. course, this brake. Alright, so this is going to have to be extended. This is where that goes. And I like how I placed and nothing happened. We're moving the player. And then nothing's being placed right there at the moment. The washing machine is done. I am waiting for the second attempt at the current Watch Me Suck It bowling video. It did not go exactly right. Yeah, move. That way. Something's not right. Might be getting a rail and a minecart. So see, he's in his bed. And he's got his bed. You got your bed. Why aren't you going? See, I need to make stuff. Because I don't have stuff. I can take this and pop it in here. This 64 I can. The 64 I had, no. Get dumb or something? That's not your home. The bed is already spoken for. Where do you think your bed is? And you wonder why you guys are locked up. Because you guys can't freaking figure out where to go. Open. See your dryer phase. We're back. I do not understand how the baby had such a difficult time getting into this house, but he finally did. Oh, we got a bit of rework to do here. I'm not sure. I don't think we needed to go that far. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I want this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we can go the distance. How about we select and replace like I asked for? Well, this game just does not like listening. No, we are one off. Surprise, surprise. And so this needs to be dug up. And it's only supporting a... actually, it's supporting a retainer wall, so we want some kind of believable support system there. How about we move? There we are waiting to make blocks so we can do that. Go here. You come out. You go here. You come out. We have no more shovels. Actually, we don't need to really do that. No, we're not grabbing that. We want the stone. This thing just does not listen. We're doing this wrong. What a surprise. Actually, yeah, we are. What a surprise. Imagine something gets done right. Actually, we can get away with that there. Perfectly good there. Good there. And this will be perfectly good here. Press. Okay, we're just gonna stop the filling here because again we're waiting for block. I was hoping to get a silk touch for the pickaxe. diamond one. Yeah, I guess you know what. I guess this is going to have to be. Yeah, we need tools for the job. Tools for the job. Yeah, here we're not 100% sure because again we need to get this supported, sort of, kind of. I mean, we have a structure here. I don't know 100%. This can go here. Place. Why are we not placing? And you literally saw the circle indicating I'm trying to do something. So that's the property line we need to go 2 over, which we can do here. No, I didn't want that. Break. Clear all this garbage out of here. Then we'll just throw it away. We're done. We also need more material, which we will take care of a little later. No, not that way. Oh, it's actually turning dark. No. Sucks is There's absolutely nothing down there to anchor on. Place. Oh, we can anchor there. So, I mean, we're just talking about a wall. That's all this is supporting, is just a wall. Place. One, two, three. I see something. It's only. Yeah, again, we can just dig down. One, two. This is what we'll do. Not what I wanted. Actually, that'll do. We just, like I said, it's just a wall that's being built. We're not exactly putting anything heavy on here. We can move the player. Yeah, we need. I thought we had one more. I think we used the one more. Alright. We need to. Yeah, we gotta deal with these difficult parcels. That's part of the thing here. We don't have any more. No. Got a little bit of a mine shaft thing going over here. So right now we're needing to dig some of this stuff out so that we can someday hopefully we'll get what we want, and that's we get a silk touch and we don't have to mine a bunch of this stuff and then bake it later. The fun times we all have. So eventually we are going to get this to a point that we can start our wacky adventures. The only thing is I can't tell what kind of maps they're going to give us. It's not like the librarians where you actually have a chance to get the golden book, which we use today. Alright, we need to move this out of the way and put this here. This will be enough for a little bit. Torch. Actually, let's put the torch. Break. There we go. Jump. Game not responsive. We have the better, as we're kind of somewhat of a standstill right now. Maybe I can build the housing for the butchers. We'll have enough to let's get some stuff made and ready to go. So yes, I made the bowling video. There was a major error in the video. I mean, I let some things go, like if the pin cam is slightly translucent, or if there's a click or pop in the audio that there's no way of actually fixing, which is if it happens in the beginning of a clip. But there was a huge pop in the beginning, and then strange alignment that I used for pin cam to align the synchronization between it and the bowler cam. That was visible and not acceptable. Right, so here, a bunch of this, but not make tons of it. There we go. The sun is setting. Yeah, so we're a little stuck here. Need to finish the retaining wall. I don't think there'll be a house on this end because of the subway tunnel exit. Maybe what we'll do is, actually I just want to look at something. this way. We have a little bit of an issue there. I don't know if it's planned, but one of the things I don't like is I need to get out of harm's way here. I'm not interested in taking your bed. What? Got me again. Alright, I'm going to be in the house now. Well, that stinks. Problem is, the witch is right outside. I don't know why, I'm still thinking like Java, where you run away from the witch will forget about you. That didn't happen. And now we gotta wait for the health to get up to a point. We are not at a good point right now. Damn it. I'm stuck. Dumb me. Problem is now, I'm stuck. Well, that stinks. Now the question is, does it... oh, I'm up here. Close. Alright, so what I need to do, get my stuff back, is this, that, in the hand. Number 4, number 2, that goes away, that goes to there, that goes there, this will go there. I need this here. Alright, pickaxe there, which is practically dead. can go away. That can go there. That can go away. Get more of that. I wish I can do something about your health. Also, wish I knew where that witch went. Yeah, this was that thing that I found a while ago. Bone meal, yeah, that might actually be valuable at some point. We're jumping! We don't need that. We can make a bunch of these, which we need to... I don't think we have to do too much when it comes to, yeah, we're gonna need to do some work on this side, but I think we can, for the sake of the video, work on the other side. And that's missing some. Oh yeah, I didn't have enough. That can come down. Yeah, that might be right. I might want that there. Although I'm not... We'll change things as we go, but right now that'll stand as it is. Yeah, we place... No, we're not whacking. Like I said, this all can be changed at... Yeah, we can. Right. There we go. Just as it stands at the moment. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure because of that. This might be a... might not be a big part of the... Alright, so... There. The midway point here, I think it is. No. Break. Pressing. I don't know if we're going to need this there. So I will come up here and place it there. The overlap may be a bit much, but I'd rather not have another incident of rebuilding like we have with the barn. So let's see here. This is definitely not correct. Alright, so this guy didn't get a full-size lot. There's so many variances because of how things have been built. It's just impossible to keep everything at a safe distance, or which I might do is we're pressing buttons. Put that over there. Move the player. How about, I did not ask for that. You said depending, yeah, this might just stay as empty land, and we can move. I like it when that happens. And we can move. Oh, good thing that worked. We can move. Apparently lost one of those. Let's see if anything can go the right way. Alright, so this is where it's going to go. That is not correct. put it a little more this way to keep it further from there. Some of these houses are not exactly in the most ideal position if it came to a lightning strike. Now, why are we whacking at things? Okay, we can jump. Alright, I do see enemies. I found it funny that none of them existed. Unfortunately, the rain is not helping with us recovering tool strength. How about in? Any hissy boomy things? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, just check this piece of land here. One, two, three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess a house can be put back here. This property, yeah, this one's going to be a little hard. I think if we can get enough hissy boomy powder, it'll be easier to knock out. Actually, I didn't want that. Okay. Press the inventory 3 or 4 times, it then recognizes that I might want to actually use that. Oak. Not doing well. And we got plenty of land over here, which I think I might just... We'll work on this side if we finish that house. We'll just work on this side because it's more entertaining to get the easier stuff done. goes that X. And select move. Does not like doing the job that it's given, I'm telling you. Yeah, that stands a little close in, but I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, this property, I think we're going to need to build this wall, because it doesn't really continue from that point. And again, where I wasn't 100% sure that neighbors would abut, they're kind of apart a little bit. I think at this point we can start building out that way too. We're going to do something slightly different. No, we didn't want to do that. No, let's... There we go. And do a bit of a high contrast house here. Or can we? Yes, we can. I think that was actually part of the point, really. That's not what I said. I want spruce logs. I think this one will look good with a transom over the door. And random stuff over here. Wanted it there, not here. Torch will go there. Not where I wanted it. And ran out, although still have that pack left. And this. This. have to do anything there. Over here. This is where the lightning rod is. And that this is a slightly undersized lot. To be honest, I'm surprised it worked. To actually come down the first set of roof down. Move. Yeah, I try to make the lots equally sized, but sometimes I screw that up. I gotta finish the job when I tack a witch. Not what we want. And that's why sneaking helps, but I've done it before. We can do it again without that, and nope, I don't want that. Caught it before I used it. Again, need to cut down more spruce trees, which I know we got the big ones that are way over there. And we got very few to go. And of course, and the reason I'm using spruce for the roofing is it's the closest to looking like an actual roof without it looking ridiculously heavy like a stone one. And we haven't finished this side. Nope, not what I want. Fell again. Yeah, this guy's not exactly getting a full-size lot. Alright, this side is good. This side is lit up. This side is lit up. There, that side looks good. Are we safe? We need to get some wool. Well, yeah, I know that's easy, but I also want to get some Hissy Boomy powder from Hissy Boomy Guy. Hello. Thanks for reacting. No. That's not what I said. I did not change. Make sure we're safe. Dirt. We want dirt. Yes, it helps when you hit your targets. Pressing. Another Hissy Boomy over here. Don't like being that close to the edge of a grade change, because I could have got stuck there and another hiss and boom would have happened. Yeah, I gotta do something with that. I need to make a bed. Oh, another Hissy Boomy. Another one way over there too. There's the guy I was looking for. I mean, the day's almost over. Might as well just stick around and try to build up that sword a little bit. think we are good. So let's see. I think we'll take that. We're pressing the X. Make a bed. Put this back. Put this here. That could help the land clearing, but we could use a little more. See if I left any experience in the oven over here. I did. And that happened. Since I'm in the neighborhood, let's just be sure we're safe. We are. This inventory, how many times do we need to press that button? Carrots are the easiest stuff to give to them. If they don't have enough food, they're not going to reproduce. Six. It's got to be a super ridiculously nanosecond moment in which when you split a perfectly splittable thing in half, you get that microsecond where you can do that, and then it just goes lopsided from there. Alright, green shirt and this guy. How about open? Press the button, nothing happens. Yeah, that's an interesting looking house. I thought it might look pretty interesting and worthwhile. Nope. Random jump, and I think we'll put the bed towards that house. And then we'll put the cartography table there. Yeah, so not terribly worried about up there yet. That's going to be an entirely different trade. I'm not random jump, and now I'm pulling up the Android menu for reasons unknown. Alright, let's pull up the fence. Oh, we didn't need to. Again, didn't really need to do that, but we did. No, that is not the correct answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then this, which actually should be going this way. Break. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6. How about we control 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Moving the player. Yeah, again, because we were not 100% sure where things were going to land, there's a double space between here and there, so the neighbors are not going to be all that close. There's a wall dividing. Where I know I can get more than one, I do. Just put one away. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then this will be the terminus point for this piece of land. Just put this back here. It'll just be easier to do this. And we'll use the TNT to obviously blow a hole in one of the hillsides there. But right now we're just going for the easier ones. And another shovel. Going to need a brick wall. That is exposed now, so out that comes. And we need this as well. We are not going to have enough to do the job. is why I don't care why the wall looks the way it does on the other side there. Yep, break. This land is mostly cleared. How about, yeah, I'm glad you decided not to do what I needed you to. Yeah, we just get this small piece of land to get rid of. Oh, hi, Hissy Boomy. You snuck out of absolutely nowhere. Which I have the volume low to me because since the speaker is next to the microphone, it would be deafening for you guys, which I'm sure you would like to not go deaf. So if they're sneaking up, I can't hear them. Skeleton, not really. Care more about the creepers because I want their gunpowder. And this guy's gonna be in the way. Hit. Go. Did he boom? No, he didn't. Did then. Okay, how about this? Okay, we didn't need... Nope, we don't need that. We don't need this. So if a hissy boomy character decides to sneak up on me, I can't hear it. Hello. Yeah, I don't want you there. Back in we go. Put away more of his brethren's remains. How about, let's try this again. Inventory. That's why nothing was available. That makes sense. I know we need more stuff, but right now, careful a bit more about the part of mobile adventures that's important. The cartographer. And that the more the merrier. Get all that done. We don't have any stone. We came here for no reason. Because silly me thought I finished the finished up the, what is it? Jumping. Jumping. Try it. These days we'll go down there. Go down. And do this fun thing. But we need a lot of this, so. Clear this little section, see how much we got. Because we need a lot, because we need to make fences, we need to still build up the cartographer section. I got a ridiculous number of butchers available. Let's see what we have here. 64 and 20, that's not really a lot. down a little more here. Let's see what we have now. 64 and 60 outlets. Okay, I just wanted to check inventory. As fun and exciting as mining can be. And our final pickaxe, so it is what it is after this point. This will do for now. Yeah, I think I'm taking the long way over. How about some jumping? Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. And we're not going to put a, actually not going to do that. Because this is big enough we can easily abut some properties together and not have to worry about doing much in the way of, I gotta get over here. Alright, I think one of these guys should be, alright. Put one in here. Alright. The sun's going down, so this way. I remember that Minecraft video where the people that do all the villager news and what have not, they did a piece on villagers being asked what's their most feared enemy, and one of them said Steve, meaning the player. Well, with their ridiculously, hideously bad waypoint finding. There's a reason why they are trapped. Yeah, come over here. Oh, you're dumb as bricks. Oh, that's not going to work too well. No, I don't want doing that. Now, this is probably going to be a very high. Wasn't high enough. Good. Where the hell did you go? You are dumb. This is why you guys are being blocked into. That's not the direction. The bed is not in that direction. Wow, you are stupid. Gotta be sure no one's around. That works. You dummy! Great, now I'll never be able to get this house occupied. This is why you guys are put in boxes. Because you're so stupid. How about the one I was asking? Yep. How about the one I'm asking for? 100% better answer. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that villager back. No, we're swimming. We're swimming. There you go. Break. Over here. Place. Wow, you are incredibly dumb. You need to be dealt with. You are incredibly stupid. Oh, you are not worth the effort, but we gotta do it. Incredibly stupid. Oh wait, it's okay. It is in here. Move stuff out of the way. Things around. Okay, you can move there. This guy's so incredibly dumb. Swim. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to put up a barrier. He's going to have no choice but to go this way. For which there will be... How about we... things where we can reach them. Good answer. Here. That was dumb. Okay, how about we give control to the player? Alright, we're going to disengage that. Put this here. Place. Nope. Place. Gotta get the stupid villager home. Of course this didn't work. Why would it? Nope. Can we just let things happen? I mean, can we just do that? How about some place? How about place? This villager is dumb. I like to see where I'm going now. Alright, how about we let me move? Jumping. How about some jumping? How about some jumping? Alright, how about we're going to select? I just want to get a job done. That is all we need to get done, is a job. Nope, that is not what I asked for. I asked for fence. Get rid of that. Get rid of this so he's not going to try and break. Alright. Oh, you villagers are beyond stupid. Like I don't have the time to go and try to enchant things, so... Wow, that was pain. How about swim? What the hell? No, you know what? We need to fill some spaces. That way it doesn't have to render, like that one. I don't know about what's there, but... Break. Nope. Break. Oh, the villager gets really stupid again. We'll leave this the way it is. How about this way? Alright, nothing important. No. We're jumping. Was not worth the pain and effort. We gotta move Greenie. And if Greenie gets killed, we don't care that much. Moving. We got all the important, well, we have most of the important stuff. There, now we got all the important stuff. Now we can close this off. Alright, so this over here. Where did Greenie go? Let's see. Yeah, we'll put Greenie over here. Which I'm sure he's not going to be intelligent enough to find. Not much of a loss, but still less of a pain if we have to deal with moving them. Oh, saying, where did the I planted the two of the pale oak saplings. Where did they go? I would like to build another house, but that's not going to happen. These villagers are dumb as bricks. Might be insulting the intelligence of a brick saying that, but no, this one. You've been moved. You are incredibly stupid. Watch him undo all this work getting him. Uh-oh. That's bad. Don't want to hit you. Yeah, you go there right now. Yep, you're in the right position. You're getting close. You are getting very hot. Over here. About where? That's not your position. Your position is over here now. No. No whacking. How about direct? Alright, the sun's setting. This guy's done his bricks. Not correct. Get out of there. How about shut gate? We're not going to trade, but press button. Maybe react to it. How about? Yeah, see, we can't see what we're going to get. All right, so yeah, it's time for you to go to bed. And it's time for us to wrap up an edition of Mobile Adventures. Boy, what a pain this turned out to be. There we go. That's not your place, but good enough. Alright, he's in his new position. He can easily... Everybody should easily find their place from here. That's Mobile Adventures. Georgia551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.